Welcome to English Vedas, your destination for debates, group discussions, speeches, and English speaking practice. Today's topic is: should peaceful protests have more legal protection? In this debate, we'll explore both sides with strong arguments to help you improve your English, critical thinking, and public speaking skills. Points for the debate. Point 1. Peaceful protests are a fundamental democratic right. In a democracy, protesting is a citizen's basic right. A democratic government is considered better because it is accountable. For instance, the Cockroach Janta Party protest is a peaceful protest by the students of India regarding NEET paper leak. Point 2. They help bring attention to important social issues. For instance, the Anna Hazar's prominent 2011 anti-corruption protests were called the India Against Corruption (IAC) movement and the Jan Lokpal Andolan. Point 3. Public participation can encourage positive reforms. Protests empower people and show that thousands of people think the same. Let us look at a major protest and the reform that were outcome of it. For example, the Indian farmers' protest in November 2021, the Indian government formally repealed the three controversial farm laws. Point 4. Many historic changes began with peaceful demonstrations. Chipko movement, 1973, by rural peasant women where they hugged trees to protect the Himalayan forests. In 2017, pro-Jallikattu protests in Tamil Nadu, where people demanded revocation of the Supreme Court ban on the traditional bull-taming sport. Shaheen Bagh protests, 2019 to 2020, were a protest by the local women in Delhi to protest the Citizenship Amendment Act, CAA. Point 5. Protests provide a voice to minority groups. For instance, in the CJP protest, one can see a sea of young, angry people speaking. They can speak truth to those in power. Points against the debate. Point 1. Some protests can disrupt public life and essential services. Commuters have experienced major traffic jams in Delhi due to the CJP protest. Mobile internet services and data connectivity were suspended within a radius of 1.5 kilometers. Even some shops, offices, and restaurants near Connaught Place shut down. Point 2. Authorities need powers to maintain law and order. To prevent violence and make sure that the rights of citizens are protected, maintenance of law and order is mandatory. It becomes important to identify the lawbreakers and take against individuals who break law. Point 3. Public safety should remain a priority. Sometimes public safety is under threat when protesters resort to vandalism. A designated zone for demonstration can separate peaceful demonstrators from agitators. Authorities should not use force to suppress crowd flow. For example, during the Cockroach Janta Party protests, there were clashes between the youth and the Delhi police, so multi-layered barricades were put.
Point 4. Alternative methods like petitions and public consultations may be less disruptive. In a democracy like India, it reduces community backlash and also leads to strong documentation. The major citizen-led petitions in India were mandatory cesarean section, C-section, disclosure, action against the Leslie Udwin, India's daughter, documentary lawyers, and the No Vaccine, No School campaign. Point 5. Laws should balance individual rights with community interests. The Indian Constitution embodies a deliberate tension between individual liberty and collective discipline, seeking to safeguard fundamental freedoms while ensuring the stability of democratic order. Subscribe to English Vedas and master grammar, vocabulary, and spoken English.